Okay, Likutei Moharan, Torah base. We're holding Siman Vav. So we said the Kol HaTorah She'odam Lishma V'Lasos, all the Torah the person learns to keep and do. All the Torah are sparks of neshamas that are embedded in the Tefillah. And we said that there's an interrelationship between the neshamas and the Tefillah, which is parallel to the analogous to the relationship between a fetus and his mother. That the nitzas neshama, which is the oisis HaTorah, is the fetus, and it is embedded in the malchus, in the tefillah, in the kvod kel, and they influence each other. The neshamas awaken in the tefillah the emotional aspect. It's called the Halachos man. It means that when a person learns Torah, then his tefillah is infused with is rejuvenated. It's infused with yearning, with pining for Hashem's Baruch. It's like and the tefillah, which is Bchilas Emunah, it shines to the Torah, to the neshamas, B'chinas chidushim, that when you gain new emunah through the davening and you learn Torah afterwards, and the Torah that you have is growing, it's being illuminated. You see different things in it. Now, this Inyan, you have to understand that. So the question is, how do you do it? How do you put it in? Well, obviously it happens automatically, but it doesn't just happen, with in your tefillah. It actually happens with everything that you do. When you put on film, okay, we learn Likutei Halachos is called film. Okay, you learn this Indian, what the film do, v'chula v'chula. Then when you put on the film, if you don't have to aim, I'm putting on my film so that this will happen here, but Beklolius, you believe that everything that you learned about that film is included now when you're putting on the film. Now it is happening. This is the thing that creates this kind of wonderful interaction between the Torah and the Tefillah, and the Meshech Hazman, as time goes by, when you keep on doing that everything that I learned about this, like about the Likutei Neos Chanukah, Hashem, and or the eating of matzah and Pesach, everything that you learn about this, that you don't have to say, imagine to yourself, now I'm eating matzah and there's life. You just, I believe, what I eat now, everything that I learned, what I remember, I don't remember, whatever it is now, right now, as I'm eating the matzah, and then you just eat the matzah bepashtus, just with the munah. You put on your film, you don't have to make any kavanas or whatever. You don't need to. Just before you just remind yourself, I learned about film, about this, about that, and it's all going to happen now. And when you put on the film, you make the bracha and put on the film, you don't have to say now is, time. Just all those things that I learned is now happening, and you just put a poshut without kavanas, without anything else. Just this creates the infusion of the thing, and if you do this, really bepashtus, without, trying to fix things too much, without trying to connect this pipe to this, no kavon, it's not just pashut. And you remember, whatever it is that you've learned, in detail, without detail, whatever it is. Now it's, and you're keeping your mind, you put it in a film, after a while, you can actually get to a point that you put on your tefillin, or you eat the matzah, or and you receive such an illumination that you almost cease to exist. It'll happen just like, and it'll go away, but you'll get such an influx of bliss, of pleasure, that you cannot, you won't be able to explain it to any, you won't be able to explain it to yourself. You just know that you tasted it, and you sort of like realize that you tasted a me'ein sheme'ein sheme'ein she'ba'olam haba. You can get that just with the pashut. I learned. Now it's going to happen. I put it on my film, or I'm eating the matzah, I'm laying there, or whatever it is they do. In all those, this miraculous thing that happens, so you may should understand that your tefillah is not just something that, some words that you said, and you got over it. And your tefillah is a living thing. It's a living thing. It's a malchus with the Torah in it, with neshama in it. It's being brought to the tzaddik. May I offer anybody some snuff? I can offer, and you can take it out. I said like this. This is what Rabbi Chana said. Chazin el Hai Kavra, we saw that fish. This is the Gemara Baba Masra. The Gemara says like this. We read on the side. Rabbi Chana was a Talmud of Rabbi Yochanan, and one of the more mysterious Amoraim in the Gemara. Ikir Shabbos, is, according to Rabbi Yochanan, was given through Rabbi Chana. And Rabbi Chana himself is a mystery. There's a place in the Gemara, they call him Chama, they call him donkey. Some stomach from the Lashon of like Issachar Chamor Galim, that Issachar, the tribe of Issachar is a donkey that carried the load of the Torah, and he is the one that says these fantastical guzmoes, exaggerations and impossible tales that Rabbeinu said that there's all these Torahs of a few of the Torahs of Likutei are based upon them. And Rabbeinu said that when he's telling these Torahs, actually this is B'Shem Omrei. This is that he's actually Rabbi Chana came to him and told him, why don't you say some chidushim from on my tales? So he says that he's telling this B'Shem Omrei. Rabbi Chana told him this. So Rabbi Chana was Ziv Nechada. One time, Havakazim Besfinta. We went in a ship, in a boat. The Chazina Kavro, and we saw that particular fish, the Yasve Lechalta Agabe, that they had sand that piled up on top of its back. The Kadcha Agma Aliyeh, and the reeds were growing in that sand. It was a big fish. Sabrina Bashta, when we thought it was land, we thought it was an island. And so we ran over, and we baked and cooked on top of the back of that fish. And when the back became hot because of the fire, it turned over. We loved the Have Mekavel Esfinta. If it wasn't that we were close to the boat, Have Tavinan, we would drown. Luckily, we were close to the boat, otherwise we would drown. That's the Ma'aser Bachanu. The Rashbam says the Yat v'chalta agabe, that sand was gathered, was sitting on its back. She'achol nikbatz al gabe, that sand was gathered on its back. V'kolech asovim alachol, and there were reeds growing in the sand. V'sabrini abashtaim, we thought it was land. Rashbam says, Iya yami, and we thought it was the islands from the islands of the sea. Now, each word of this particular Ma'aser is a symbol and a euphemism for a certain spiritual aspect, and altogether, all of them together comprise a single asaga. This Chazil Lai Kavo, we saw that fish. In our galus right now, as if to say, HaKadosh Baruch Hu Bastoras Panim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu hides his face from us. Kmo shekosov, Yistarta Panecha, you have hidden your face. Shu b'chinas rachamim, what is the face? The face is rachamim, the face is mercy. Ufon oiref, what is it? When you turn your face, what do you see? You see the back of the head, you see the oiref, right? So he turned in oiref, the back of the head, to us. Shu b'chinas din. This is an aspect of din. When we say that HaKadosh Baruch Hu turns his face from us and turns the back of his head kaviyachol to us, so this is called it as din. It's called it as tzimtzum. And all our tefillas and all our supplications, and the fact that he turned, the back of his head to us. That he should return his face, return to us. Turn to me. Face me. That Hashem should shine his face to you. And when we see how long the galus is, every single day we scream out HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and we don't get Yeshua. That there are many people from Am Yisrael who think that all the tefillas are for naught. It doesn't help. The truth is that tzaddikim of a generation, they elevate them. And they erect them. And they bring every single part to its place. And they build the Kerem of the Shechina little by little. Until the stature of the Shechina will be complete. And then Mashiach will come. And then he will construct it completely. One of the things that we need to understand, and this is true b'klolius, in general sense. But beside the general sense, there's also the private sense, the personal sense. Being that we're constantly evolving from one madrega to the next, it is imperative to understand that the klipa kodem lapri, the husk and the peel, comes before the fruit. So a person goes through a situation of dinam where Kiviyah HaKadosh Baruch Hu turns away from him. A person calls out to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and Kiviyah HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't answer him. And you don't understand it. So what do you do wrong? What? Good boy. Or trying to be a good boy. I want to be a good boy. Or whatever. It's like what's the story with that? What do I do with that? And you call and you call and you call, and Kodesh Baruch Hu doesn't answer you. There is a special yisur to say, something, give up. Just give up. Just kick the whole thing off and forget about it. It's like, Kiviyachal, you're blackmailing, you're upset with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ben says that when a person is depressed, it's like he's upset with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That, all you did to me. Now the point is that it is natural, to feel dispirited every once in a while by the difficulties. Many times, once the difficulties are over, then you feel dispirited and you feel lax and like. That's because during the time of emergency, you borrow energy from all the sources that you have, physical, spiritual, whatever it is, so you can hold on, you can hold on and not break. And then the Yeshua comes, the version comes, and all the places you took the koiches from, is, okay, now give it back to us, because we're starving. And suddenly you find like, you're totally like
after the finish line, you pass out.
Yeah, then you pass out. But the point is, the most important thing that you need to understand, that you need to remind yourself, is there's a technique used by stockbrokers. The stockbrokers, they come to work, and they're sitting by the phone, and they get a list of stocks with specific lists of stocks they're supposed to push that day. Big stock brokerage, like 30, 40 people sitting on the phone, and they're dialing. Now, you call one person, they say no. And you call another one and you say no. You call another one and you say no. And you call another one, they say no. And you call another and say no. You have such a time of it to say just the heck with the whole thing. It just doesn't work, and just forget about it. The technique that they use, they say that on the average, you make a sale once every 24 or 30 or 40 calls. You make one sale. So every no that you get, you're one step closer to your sale.
That's what we say in Afatzah when we go door to door.
You're one.
Need that.
Yeah, you're one closer. When you go through a period, the Kadosh Baruch Hu says, okay, now you're going to face a difficulty. The Soid Niflo is to prepare a kelim for the Yeshua to come. First of all, by thinking of Kadosh Baruch Hu, the situation right now is exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. And the most important nekuda is what we call lachzik ma'amad. Just hold on. Hold on. Yeah, but hold on. Yeah, but hold on. Yeah, but how long? Hold on. And then, you expect the Yeshua to come in, with trumpets and da 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 da. It comes just a little thing. All of a sudden, all right. And boom, boom, bada bing, bada boom, and it's done. It's finished. The big drama. It's you can see it mostly with money. I can't believe I don't have money. I'm doing da boo ba bee ba ba. I can't believe it. I'm dying. I'm dying. Whatever it is. Then the Yeshua comes and it becomes like okay, it's done, finished. You don't remember, the big drama they had before. It's just gone.
It's also you have a creed for it, so it's like,
The main thing is,
it won't come to you if you don't have a creed.
No, it'll come. It'll come anyhow.
Yeah,
it'll come anyhow. But the point is that it's the. Can I please have the tissues? I feel explosion to come. Don't look. Ah.
Bro.
Now they go, you're blowing my nose for posterity. If you're zoicha to hold on and be happy while this is going on, then the Yeshua not only comes faster, but it's bigger when it comes. The 99.99999% of all the collapses that happen to people is because they give up.
Can hang on a little bit more.
But they give up. Because then when you give up, then you...
Or bum rushed by the dean.
Not only this, then you do things which are rash, irresponsible, desperate, wrong. Well, what can I do? What can you do? All right, so the Ikka Zach is, the Ikka Indian is, hold on. Hold on. Every single tefillah that you down goes to where it needs to go. It goes to the tzaddik, and tzaddik builds it. He builds also your specific deliverance, step by step. It'll be completed, it'll come. The happier you are during the process, sooner during the process, you can calm yourself in the middle of the situation. How can you hold? So you go to Kodesh Baruch Hu and you tell him, first of all, thank you. Naval Sheni, you know, it's really not easy. You know, like can you please make it easier for me, please? Pretty please. Pretty please with a cherry on top. You know? You can do that, no problem. Then you'll see that the Kodesh Baruch Hu he's going to make you inlets. He's going to make you estuaries of archovas of widening in the middle of the distress. But the pseudo, it says to be because they're building something for you. You have to give more tefillahs and more tefillahs and more tefillahs. And when you get to Yeshua, you have to keep on davening. Keep on asking for more, for more. The Nosson says that the Ishmael and Esav is this. The Nosson says that the midah of Esav says, hey, don't daven, no, nobody's listening to you anyhow. Heck are you? And Ishmael says, what do you have to do? Because Baruch Hu knows what's going on. You know what he's doing. Leave it to him. Finish. Don't have. No. That's too much to him. Too much to small. The Rebbe speaks in this particular Torah. You have to know that you have to disregard Ishmael, and you have to ask Hashem for what you need and what you want non-stop. And we scream to him. On the other hand, you see that the Yeshua is taking time. So, Kodesh Baruch Hu knows what's going on. In other words, when the Yetzer Hara of Esav comes to you, you sweeten it with the Ishmael. Kodesh Baruch Hu doesn't care about you. No, he cares. He knows what's going on. It's okay. He knows what he's doing. When Ishmael comes and says, don't borrow, Kodesh Baruch Hu knows. No, you ask. And Rabbeinu says that that the clip of Ishmael is even more insidious than Esav.
Really?
Yeah. He says because if you don't daven, if you stop davening when you start getting to Yeshua, you fall into Pchinas Esav Shebe Esav. He says, Dafka, when you're starting getting to Yeshua, ask Kodesh Baruch Hu and scream to Kodesh Baruch Hu, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. Ad Kan for today.